Right, heading out to warm up in qualifying in Mexico. And yes, I am showing you this bit on purpose. There is something coming up that needs visual evidence. Coming up to the braking point, found it, just forgot to slow down for it. Straight on I go. A scenic tour of Mexican grass before rejoining like nothing happened. Not a textbook start to the weekend, but I'm back on track, the car's in one piece, and technically I've still got all four wheels, so we move on. Alright, so now entering the main qualifying lap, and let's try that again. Down the long straight, engine screaming, hopes are slightly too high, and this time let's actually get turn one right, yeah? It would be nice to qualify above 32nd for the first time in the entire career. And this time we've nailed turn one, redemption is complete for now, but the Coloni absolutely was fighting me through that corner, and that's not a good sign. This thing is handling like a shopping trolley with attitude. Down the next straight now, squeezing every last drop of speed before we get into the twisty stuff. That's where things will really start to get spicy, especially with this car. Into the twisty section now, and honestly, this part of the circuit just never ends. Corner after corner, gear changes, steering inputs, and the Coloni is arguing with me the entire way. It's like trying to thread a needle while someone's shaking the table. The rear won't sit still, the front's got commitment issues, and I'm just clinging on for dear life. You've got to be precise, but this car is allergic to precision. Monaco it didn't actually behave as badly at Monaco as I expected it to, apart from the odd moment when we had some little moments, but this part in Mexico, it's like solving a Rubik's Cube on roller skates. This Coloni's a real wild card. Sometimes it's oversteer, sometimes understeer, and every now and then it actually behaves, but not when you expect it to. Honestly, you never quite know what you're going to get. Got to carry all the speed I want, but I'm running out wide because the car just won't dial it in the line I want. Right, lap done. Let's see if I managed to achieve anything. Well, Senna is on pole yet again. Prost and Patrese, Mansell in fourth. Ligier's looking quite good, and I'm 32nd as usual. I'm going with the hard tyres again. Let's see if they actually work. Now we're not on Monaco. The tension building here in Mexico. Engines rumbling, eyes on the lights. One by one, we all line up. 32 cars, all with the same goal. Survive or maybe even thrive. It's lights out and a bit sluggish off the line again from me, but we are rolling in the Mexican Grand Prix. Well, I've already managed to take advantage of a few cars tangling, up to 28th already. Now charging down the turn one, keeping those eyes peeled for gaps and yellow flags. Ideally, not the yellow flag when I can take positions. And turn one is going exactly how I like it to, tidy and opportunistic. And I'm going to emerge from this corner in 22nd place. Say what you will about the Coloni and the initial starts. For the first lap, this is where it all shines and comes together for me. It's like the chaos just works in my favour. Just don't ask about trying to hang on for the rest of the race. Had to jump on the brakes there. Nearly gave Jos Verstappen some Coloni branding, but no harm done, and down the next straight, I'm right back at it. Here's a clean line, nice little run into the corner, straight past Jos and up to 21st. Actually, that's 22nd, not 21st. I got a bit ahead of myself there. Now into the twisty stuff again, trying to hang on to the back of this pack, but the Coloni is fighting me as usual. I'm actually managing to maintain quite a decent line, but trust me, this is right on a knife edge, and I'm negotiating with every corner. And coming out of this section, the rear has snapped loose, and suddenly it's less chase mode and more rear guard action. This is going to be a scrap, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to be in the direction that I want it to be in. Now coming towards the mighty Peraltada, and the Coloni is doing everything it can to stop me. It's trying to throw me off either side. I'm having to really fight, and it's just a negotiation to keep it on track there. Now blasting down the straight into lap 2, and Jos Verstappen is all over me. He really wants a way past, and I'm just trying to keep this Coloni pointing in the right direction. I'm hoping those hard tyres are going to kick in, but because I'm in defence mode already and we've only just begun. Verstappen has stayed behind, and I hold my position for now, and there's no time to relax though. There is pressure all the way. Right, let's take a look back at the start. So Senna off the line like a rocket. There's no contest there. He is having one of those dominant weekends that he has had plenty of times already this season. Patrese gets the jump on Prost behind him, and Prost has to be aware of Nigel Mansell breathing down his neck as well. A little shuffle and a little muscle, but somehow they all survive the squeeze into the first corner. And look who's now behind me. It's Olivier Grouillard. I swear, this guy is my shadow this season. Every race, it seems to be me and the Minardi in a showdown against each other. And here comes Prost, trying to repass Patrese, trying his luck, almost runs into him, but he's got through on the entry to the Pelotada. And Prost now up in the second place. Patrese drops to third, out of the twisty stuff. And yeah, I've lost a whole chunk of time to Grouillard. And this is the thing, I can run hards, I can run softs, it makes no difference. All I'm really choosing is when I want to be a bit less slow. One stint's misery, the other's disappointment. And unfortunately, this is the reality of a debut season with Coloni, and I can't wait to get into a quicker car. But there's no guarantee that is going to happen, especially if I can't get points and results somehow. There's Berger passing Martini and setting himself up for a go at Lato. That Ferrari is slowly recovering from a poor qualifying. Back to my Coloni, and still resting a shopping trolley through a gravel track whilst on the road. Over the curbs, it's jumping and skipping like a stone. And here comes Mansell with a move on Patrese. This is for the podium. Nigel Mansell's had a quiet, pretty unimpressive weekend so far, but into the podium places there, brilliant. And there I go, passing the Lotus that was pulled out of the race earlier. I said I'd get my revenge for him knocking me off the road at Brazil, but I was hoping that I would have some role in good racing to do it, but hasn't happened. And Grouillard is still up behind me, and I'm struggling to match anything else after the start, let alone Lotuses, who have got a point on the board this season, don't forget. Back in the twisty section, and you can see just how horrible this Coloni is to drive, like taming a bucking bronco with no saddle. It's unpredictable, exhausting, and every corner feels like a battle I'm just losing. And yeah, okay, I'm making overtakes, but only on cars that have retired. So next in the final corner, thanks to those retirements, I find myself in 16th place, going down the straight now and crossing the line, and actually I've gone up to 15th, so someone must have gone off right at the end there, didn't see who. It's a small gain, but a very welcome one. Sometimes survival and a little luck are the best results you can hope for, especially doing your debut season in a car like the Coloni. And there is Senna, cruising round on his victory lap in the Williams. It's clear the season is shaping up one of two ways for him. He either has a nightmare in a race or total domination, but out of 5 races, he's dominated 3 times, completely steamrolled the field. But the guy who's won the 2 races that Senna hasn't is still leading the World Championship. That's Nigel Mansell, only third today, but 6 points ahead of Senna. Nobody else even close. JJ Lato in the Ligier finally gets a point. That car's been looking promising, but it's taken till now for him to finally deliver a point. Here's Senna, round in the final corner, calm and collected, no drama, just pure precision. Rockets down the home straight, crosses the line, takes a commanding and well-deserved victory at the Mexican Grand Prix. And whenever he's not having problems, Ayrton is giving the others a masterclass in racecraft. Prost there holds steady in second. Mansell keeps the pressure on Senna in third by doing some good damage limitation, and Patrese comes home in fourth. And here's Berger with a bold move on Boutsen around the outside for fifth, but he's got too eager and he's got off and he's wrecked the car. That kills any chance of a recovery drive. If you enjoyed the hustle and grind, smash that like, hit subscribe and join the journey. Catch you soon.